Good morning, students. I'm going to show you one example of long division of polynomials. Now, when you have long division, there's a couple things. There's two ways of doing division, long division and synthetic division, if you're not including factoring and trying to reduce it through factoring. Synthetic division is the quickest and shortest way, uh, but it only can be used when this coefficient with this x here is 1. If it's not 1, as it is in this case, it's 2 or anything else, or if you have an exponent up here other than 1, like say it was squared, okay, then we need to use long division. So long division always works for any type, where synthetic division only works when this coefficient is 1 and this exponent up here is 1 on the x. Okay, so here we go. So it's very similar to division in elementary school when you learn long division there, except for doing it with polynomials instead of just only numbers. All right, so here's our setup right here. And so then I asked myself, what is 4x cubed divided by 2x? That is 2x squared. So I put that up here. Then just like long division in elementary school, we take this number and multiply by this and put it underneath here and we subtract. So you see 2x squared times 2x is 4x cubed. 2x squared times negative 1 is negative 2x squared. I put a parenthesis around that and put a subtraction sign out in front because I'm subtracting this. Then I get 4x cubed minus 4x cubed is 0. 6x squared minus a minus 2x squared is positive 2x squared, so 8x squared. Then just like in long division in elementary school, we bring down the next term. In that case, in elementary school is the next number. In this case, the next term. So then I ask myself, again, I'm only focused on the leading term right here. So 8x squared divided by 2x, that is 4x. So notice I've changed the next step to purple for you so you can distinguish the steps here. So now I go ahead and multiply this by everything out front here. 4x times 2x is 8x squared. 4x times negative 1 is negative 4x. Parentheses around it and a subtraction sign. Now we subtract. That's gone and we get negative 10 plus x plus 4x is negative 6x. And then I'd bring down the remaining term, the last term here. Okay, so now again I'm focused on the leading term. Negative 6x divided by 2x is negative 3. So now I change to green. Now distribute this through here and bring it down here. Negative 6x and positive 3. Parentheses around it, subtract, and it wipes out the first term, and you have 4 minus 3 is positive 1. Now we are done here because this does not divide evenly by 2x. So this is my remainder. So what do I do with the remainder? I put it up here. This is a plus 1. It's plus 1 and then over your divisor right here. 2x minus 1. If this was a negative 1 here, I'd have a minus sign with the 1 and then over 2x minus 1. That's the only difference. Okay. Now another thing to remember that can be helpful in this is if there were any missing terms here. You notice this degree 3, 2, 1, and 0. So we're not missing any degree terms here. But let's say we didn't have an x squared term here. It went from 3 all the way down to 1. Well, then I'd want to put in 0x squared into here. Okay, as a placeholder. So I subtract down. I see what I'm dealing with. So I'm not skipping because I always have to end up lining up like terms. Okay, that same rule is true on synthetic division. If you're missing a term, you need to put a 0 in on that synthetic division. Okay, so just remember that if you're missing a term, it's helpful to put in that 0 and whatever that term is, 0x to whatever degree that term is. We didn't have to do it in this case, but that's just a reminder on that. So hopefully that should help you understand how to do some long division in this case. Like I said, you have to do long division if this coefficient is not 1 or if this exponent is not 1. So since the coefficient was not 1, we were forced to use long division. All right, now you should be able to have no problem doing your homework tomorrow. Goodbye.